Welcome, YouTube frogs, to gameplay breakdown number fucking 9. The title of this submission is First Solo Win S3 by none other than Hank Scorpio, Tanner-in-law's other shit brother-in-law.
Not as bad as the other one.
Not as bad as the other one, but getting worse every day. His latest offense, of course, is giving us this dog shit piece of media where apparently the audio only comes in through one side of your either headset or speakers. So to the viewers, to the listeners watching this on YouTube, thank you for being here, and I'm really deeply sorry about this. Maybe in the rules I need to stipulate, make sure the fucking audio is in stereo and works, right? That would be awesome. So we'll put that in, and I apologize in advance because this is not, I'm not looking forward to it either, guys. But nonetheless, we are here with Hank Scorpio, friend of the pod, barely. And we are going to do another gameplay breakdown. Now, this is once again Tanner's brother-in-law. They know each other in real life, I would imagine. And if you want your gameplay broken down, this is something we do every week for our Damascus patrons. You guys can submit your gameplay and we will break it down live on the broadcast. Now, this is the first time in recent memory that the submitter has opted to join us in Discord live while we do the breakdown. So Hank Scorpio, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. How
are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Super excited for the breakdown.
Cool. And we can and you recently started broadcasting, is that correct?
I did. You can find me on Twitch. My name has changed. It's GamingBoomer84. So, which is of course a change it, right?
Of course. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah. All right. So we are joined by Gaming Boomer, the submitter here. So, when we have people in Discord, the purpose primarily is so that we can, if they do something and we don't know why, it's nice to have them in the channel so I could be like, what was your reasoning behind this? Whether it was a good play or not, there are sometimes we want to ask clarifying questions. Oftentimes they'll tell me, or they'll tell us like, I don't really know, I just did it. And then other times they'll have some reasoning that maybe isn't obvious to us. So this is helpful when this is the case. But Hank, Gaming Boomer 8, this person is here with us, and he's going to be watching at the same time we are. So without further ado, Tanner, Gaming Boomer 84, change it. Are we ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's get started. 9 minutes, 59 seconds. So it looks like we're playing solos, Warzone. We've got an AMAX here. He has dead silence. He's using thermites and heartbeat sensor, which I like. We don't know if he has perks yet, but he's got a satchel, 6K, and a gas mask. Now, right
Jesus,
off the
that
rip,
lighting is bright.
Right off the rip, the filters are entirely too bright. Yeah, are you using
that's
filters,
pretty bright,
Hank?
My recording does not look quite like my actual gameplay. So it looks a little brighter and then it'll normalize.
I was going to say, because it seemed like he could see something there, but that we couldn't see it. It was all sun.
Yeah.
So do you use filters, NVIDIA filters? Because you're on PC and keyboard and mouse, as we can see.
Yes, I do use NVIDIA filters, and I am on PC, keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I would say that the brightness on my screen is actually perfect for me.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so that may be true. One thing I will say to those of you who do play on PC, if you're using filters you get from like Iceman Isaac or Iron or whoever, you can use those filters. Many of them are good, but once you're done with the filters, like let's say you want to use Iceman Isaac's new filters and then you set them up, your last step should be to go to the main menu and readjust your brightness. Because with Iron's filters, I have to turn my brightness like down from where it is without filters. And then with Isaac's, I have to turn it up to get back to like a baseline. So the in-game brightness itself in the options general tab is your last step if you're using filters. Now onto the gameplay. Just looking at the landscape and everything we can see here, Tanner, do you have... I have a thought, and I'm curious if you're having this thought. So any thoughts on this?
I don't have a thought yet, no.
Game. Okay.
I mean, it's end game, and he's going to be riding the edge of the gas, it appears.
So he has 3 kills, and there are 16 players left. Okay, that's a fair point. My thought here is we have 6,100 United States dollars. We are less than 50 meters from a buy station, and we are holding neither a self-revive in solos or a kill streak, even though we have enough money for one of those 2 options.
Interesting.
Why is that, Hank?
I wasn't sure about TV, and so I wasn't sure if people were camping, and I didn't like the buy box because it's exposed kind of in that area. That is a dangerous buy, yeah. And so I didn't want to hit that buy.
Cool. I agree with that play. I think if this is right where I'm coming in, so if that was the only buy available, I would agree with you and say, fuck that buy, because that buy is a death trap. Especially late game, you know there's some fucking rat in TV station right now just praying someone walks up to that buy. And there's no Bertha that you could maybe take up to the buy station, so I think it was a good play not doing that. Were you tempted to use the buy station?
Not really, no, because as I was looking out that window in the first part of the clip, I couldn't see, but I suspected there was somebody on top of TV, so that's why I was in that little single stack right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and that's smart. I would assume the same thing. So I would say, I don't know how recently you got this money, but you have to have a self-res in solos, but it's obviously not worth dying trying to buy one. So we'll see how this plays out, but that's just an interesting consideration. So let's continue here. So another thing is maybe your game settings are fucked up because I'm only hearing audio in my left ear.
Sounds normal to me right now as I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Maybe he has it set up that way. He purposely has all the audio going to his left ear. Okay, he's being real cautious. So it looks like we're sort of riding the gas, but there's a decent amount of space to the left here, which is interesting. Now, one thing I want to remind you of, I hate this play. In solos especially, do not check your minimap when you're just in the open. Like, you could be getting shot. You won't be getting shot from behind because you basically cleared behind you. But to your left, where that ravine is, there could be someone coming up at any moment and you're staying still. Ideally, you want to check minimap in a building. But outside of that, if you're going to do it or you're forced to do it while you're in the open, you should at least be like holding W while you do this. You agree with that, Tanner? Yeah. But yeah, I don't ever really usually stop actually because I'm scared of getting sniped. So typically I'm always somewhat moving at least.
Yeah. So get in the habit of checking the map while you're moving. I would advise you change your mini-map behavior from hold to toggle. So you press the map button and it fucking stays open until you press it again. I'm assuming you're on hold map. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why this is
I'm
happening.
on toggle too, yeah.
Yeah, that's why this is happening. So change that to toggle and it'll make it easier for you to keep moving while you have the map open. But let's continue. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other thing I forgot there is if you double click right mouse, it centers the map on your player. And yeah. I forgot that up until like a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned it to Tanner as well.
Yeah. If you single click it, it does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're checking out here. We're right under the ridge, so you're doing a good job of basically covering your right side. Because when you hug the wall that tightly, someone would have to be looking straight down to see you. So that's good using cover there. And now you're really pushing into zone. I don't think you checked your left enough. Now you're checking back again. That's good. But if there was a guy right there, you'd be dead. So I think you got to like look there first before you start moving here. And also, if you want to be checking this side of the map, This is fine, but you can do it lower on this hill so that people to your direct right wouldn't be able to see you. So you'd be like a little more under that ridge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. I like this crouch walk though. Only 15 players left, so you want to make as little noise as possible, and that's good. And you checked what is now your flank. I like that as well.
Checking TV.
Checking TV, which is huge.
And gas is moving now. Okay, yeah.
Gas is moving. That's correct. Yeah. So doing a good job now of checking your surroundings, for sure. Oh, and there's a rat. Ooh.
What a rat. That's solos, dude. I hate solos.
That's solos.
Oh my god.
And that's why you fucking crouch walk. And if
what a rat piece of shit.
Here's as a side note, if we look at Hank Scorpio's health to plate ratio, that young man either had stopping power or he hit a fuck ton of headshots, because your health is a lot lower than your plates are, and that only happens with stopping power or headshots. But let's do an instant replay on this. Running up here. Checks heartbeat, and there's no one there because he's a ghosted rat.
Yeah, it's almost not. There's almost not even a reason to run heartbeat in solos, honestly. In my humble opinion, there's no reason to run it. Everyone's ghosted at this point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say it's worth your time? I mean, I guess it's probably still better than stuns, because if you're not running restock and you're running ghost, of course, then you're never gonna find stuns again because everyone else is not running them in solos anyways. But it's just heartbeats are so worthless.
Yeah, I think
this guy's in such a ratty spot, dude.
Yeah, I think heartbeats are good for your first loadout, maybe not your second, because by the time you get your second, everyone's getting ghost,
for sure.
So you just get some stuns. Yeah, not much to say on this play. I mean, you kind of caught that guy off guard. He did know you were coming late, though. You'll see him. He's turning right there. He was turning right there. So he heard you, but it was just he heard you a little too late, and then you fuck him up. So,
yeah, I mean, it was, it's Activision audio, of course. He didn't know he didn't know he was coming up there.
That guy's also only playing in one ear, so you're good there. Yeah.
He's got the gas mask. He's got a satchel already. Cool.
Restocks the ammo. Might as well.
Ooh, interesting play. Okay.
Okay, well, let's stop. What did we just see? Because it looked like you had died, came back, and got ghost off the rip because you were holding a pistol. Is that correct?
Yep.
Why go with the ghost loadout immediately off the gulag win? What was your thought process there?
I wish I could tell you that I remember I either didn't like my rotation or my loadout was hot or something like that, and I wanted to kind of reposition and get it is my guess.
What are your thoughts on that play, Tanner?
I think it's fine. I think it's a good play.
I think in solos especially, it's probably worth it.
I mean, having a pistol in solos is cap for sure.
Yeah, but I think having ghost is more important than having like a sub. So
yeah, and this Tundra loadout looks like dog shit though. That's what I'm worried about.
Another thing I'm thinking too is, let's see what weapons this guy had.
It's an M4.
So that's an iron sights or reflex sight M4.
It's iron sight M4, yeah.
I take that every time over a Tundra when your other weapon is a VLK AMAX, right?
Okay.
What do you think, Tanner?
I'd take the sniper. In solos, 100%, I'm taking any sniper I find.
Interesting. My theory is AMAX with a VLK is going to be pretty good at pretty far range, and it's going to be terrible in a building or up close. And
that's a Snikov right there too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then with a reticle on it, super good thing that's been nerfed, or I'd cook you on that. And then we also have the M4, which would be serviceable at close range. I would have taken the M4. Interesting that Tanner would have taken the sniper, but to each his own, I guess. I think this loadout you have now really fucks you if you're in a building. You have nothing for close range. Whereas with the M4, you would have close range and medium. So I don't like this play, but
well, he's not gonna go in a building. It's final circle. Oh my god. Okay, I would pick up the other gun. Yeah.
No! No.
Yeah, that scope was dog shit. That's what I was saying. That Tundra loadout is ass.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Why did you not get the M4 though?
I felt confident with my AMAX up close. I just
Was this when the Psychovs were busted?
Yeah.
Then yeah,
No,
he's way.
This is it's just a single Psychov though. So yeah.
Okay, this is still really good. This
There's
is better
no
for
chance
close
this is
range
better
than the
an
M4.
There's
Yeah, it is.
no fucking chance.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I picked it up, because I thought it would be better for a close range alternative. And the sniper was dog shit, so I was like, well, I'll take the pistol. Then that's my better close range weapon, because I'll still shred with it indoors. It's an 80 round clip too.
Yeah, an iron sight M4 is absolutely better than a single Psychov in a building. I can't believe Tanner thinks this, but I would have.
Not when he has
absolutely
another
gotten the M4.
AR though, because now he has better movement speed, better mobility in a building.
The movement speed to get to a building is fair. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess we disagree on this, but I would absolutely have taken the M4 here. But there is a benefit to, like, right now, you move around the map faster with the pistol out. That's fair.
Yeah, and I like this play, having the pistol out to move. Because you don't expect anyone here anyways, honestly. So I would also have like SMG or pistol out to run faster in these areas.
And he's right on the edge of the gas. I would have checked the left a little bit more here. Because if someone is coming up, they might...
Yeah, maybe kind of glance down there, yeah.
Yeah, like that. I would have done that sooner, but this is not bad at all. And playing like right under this little elevated spot to be careful as fuck of that building is a good play. So you want to
stay away from favorite.
You want to be, not looking at that, in my opinion. I mean, look at it for sure, but you don't want to be in line of sight of it.
Okay, he doesn't have a horrible cross here. Interesting.
I'd like to see the map again, but yeah, we'll... So enemy UAV. Now, luckily, you got Ghost off the rip, so now you're safe.
Imagine even buying a UAV in solos in game like that and having one. So dumb.
Okay, so he checks to see how many boxes dropped with his. Is that correct?
Yep.
So we just saw. Okay, good.
I couldn't see though.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. So turn the brightness down.
Well, the tree.
I know. I'm kidding.
But fair enough.
I think if you looked maybe sooner, you might have been able to see, but yeah, it's not a big deal. Running in.
My play would be to get in this building, I think. I don't think I'd rush straight to the zone yet. I'd get in this building. Get those crosshairs up though, right? Oh, okay, he's going to the buy.
Oh.
Okay,
he has
well.
enough for both. He has enough for
Well,
both.
the UAV is capped for sure. We'll see if you ping anyone. I'm going to guess no. I'm going to guess he didn't ping a single person. Okay, he did. Wow, interesting.
Okay.
And there's a dipshit right in the middle of the circle. Okay, that's good intel, actually.
That is good intel. So small point, buy the self-res first. This is almost never going to matter, but it could.
Yeah.
It could be the difference.
Yeah.
Buy the self-res first is what I would say as far as order goes. And also especially have the self-res bought before you pop the UAV. Because even if you buy the UAV first, if you pop it, a smart, industrious player might immediately look at a buy station because someone might have just bought and popped the UAV. And then you're sitting here with your dick in your hand buying your self-res and you get ripped and you're dead.
Yeah.
So I would say be done at the buy station before you do anything where all the other players are going to hear enemy UAV overhead. Small point, usually won't matter. Sometimes it will.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah. So you got some intel on the UAV, and then you bought a self-res, which is good. I'm not sure if I would have bought a self or a precision here, but you're not sniping, so I think a UAV is probably better. If you were sniping, you'd probably want a precision to get a finish, in my opinion, but I think they're both fine. Now, another thing I would have done here is ping for yourself the location of the guy, mainly who's in
two guys
the
at
circle.
array.
Yeah, yeah. But I would have dropped a little pin on that building dead center of zone so you don't forget that there's someone there. And you can get a gauge for how much distance you have. Go ahead.
It's not that you would forget what building he's in. I think it's just more like when you're constantly moving around and on the other side of the hill, then you can just know like, okay, that building is that direction from me right now. More than anything is like, you just know the general direction of like the dead center of the circle where where that building is at.
Okay.
Because it's like there's hardly any buildings. You're not gonna forget what.
Yeah, I drop a
building he's in.
pin, but I don't drop one there, so that's
Yeah.
good feedback for me.
Yeah, because he dropped. Okay. I would have been watching favorite side a little more here, but I guess he already kind of checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Of somebody jumping off the top late.
Or if they were just ratting at the bottom story, you wouldn't have seen him before, so it would have been good to know now. Now you're going for Lodi. Oh, you're not. Popping Deddy. So nothing was on UAV here, but you popped Deddy to go in anyways. I don't hate that play. Because there could be someone in this building. This is one of fucking 3 buildings in the circle, so...
He probably realizes he's going to sit in that building for a while, and he may not get in another building, honestly. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So now what we're seeing is a second ghost loadout with a sniper. So now we're going to have a sniper and an Amex. Again, don't love this for close range, but having an SPR is better than having a Psychov, so that's good. Now, you saw someone parachuting in front of you. I think.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but there was someone.
Yeah. So playing right on the edge of zone. You've already checked your left, so
like
you know you're good
play.
on the left. Yeah, I like this gas play too.
I like staying away from array too. You're just going to have to hope it doesn't end at array. Because it's just a mess over there.
Yeah, going left is the correct play here for sure. And the orange pin is to indicate that there was some rat who would have to rotate in from there, and there he is. Yep.
Oh, that guy's dog shit. I was just about to say, too, I don't ever like stopping in Warzone, especially in solos. Oh, how'd that shot not hit?
Oh, the flinch. So he clusters you. You fight that with SPR. That was good.
Good play to get in a totally different position. This is a smart play.
Yeah, this is.
He got in a totally different position. He didn't just played up and peek the same spot again. I like it.
And you're moving yourself closer to circle than he is, so he has to rotate to you before you have to rotate to circle. So this is good. I would have not ever taken my eye. No, peeking this is probably good. I wouldn't give up on that fight though. And this is an awfully exposed spot right here. But the gas is moving in.
So that guy was in that building right there.
Yeah.
Oh! I'm gonna say I just saw that guy to the right. Oh, he's not even looking. I like that. Don't shoot right away. That's smart. That's very smart.
I love that.
That's such a hard thing to do, is to just not shoot. But that's something people need to get good at.
Yep. You're gathering intel. And that guy's not going to kill you right now. And you're ADS on him, so if he does turn and look at you, well, okay, see ya. Guy's 100% dead.
It's very tempting to shoot him right here, and I expect you to do that, and I would do the same thing. But honestly, when he's in a gunfight, I feel like the best thing in a situation like this is to let him get in that gunfight and hope that he just dies. And then you don't fire a shot, they don't know where you're even at. That's probably the smartest play. But again, I'm expecting you to shoot, and I know in this situation, I would do the same thing. But sometimes it's better to just leave them and hope they die.
Now, the big brain thing to keep in mind that I would want to do, but I would never actually have the thought to do, is to take a glance at the total player count, and then if this guy doesn't die, see whether or not the player count goes down 1. Then you know he's done with the fight, or probably is him done with the fight. And then immediately start shooting him. Because if this guy loses the fight, like Tanner said, that's best case scenario. Because then you know someone's in front of him, and that guy doesn't know you're there. But I really like not shooting. I agree with that. The excellent play there.
There we go.
And shoots him.
That was an easy kill.
Cool.
Yeah, he was like one shot anyways.
Yep.
So now he's gonna peek over here for the other guy he was fighting. Oh, he killed them. It looks like.
Yeah, he did. It went to 4.
Cool. Nice.
And
okay, yeah,
Chris
it's blocked off for me.
That, which is fine. I wouldn't have looked at the player count either.
Yikes,
so someone
cluster.
knows you're here because you got clustered, and you're running back to this little spot of cover, which is very good. It goes through the rock. So one thing that's tempting here is to take a straight line to this area right here, to the right of the fucking tower thing. It's tempting to go straight there because you know that's really good cover. But that's not the smart play. The smart play is to take as much cover as you can on the way, even if it's the longer route. And that's exactly what you do by going left behind this rock. So if you started shooting right now, you'd at least have that rock to just dive behind, replate, and then continue moving. And you do have a gas mask to where you would have the time to do that behind the cover, replate, and then keep going. Or take the cover and then like get an angle on him, shoot him, and kill. Whereas if you had gone straight to this little ridge, whatever fucking thing, rock outcropping that is, if you had gone straight there and didn't go behind the rock, you could have just died and you wouldn't have had cover. So I like the play of taking that small detour. Waiting in a bush. Excellent.
Oh, got a ping. There we go. It's that same guy that was in that building.
The same rat in that building. You know he's there. Now's the time to reload, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
He's not moving. No one's shot you yet. I think a reload is safe.
There we go. He heard you. Nice.
Good. Yeah, he heard me. Taking a different angle. The heartbeat in a different area.
Oh, they're all... Damn, that's big. Okay, well, heartbeat's coming in handy, I guess.
Excellent position here.
He's going to have to get down below the rock, though, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, you might
He's in a great position, but he's going to have to get down, I believe. We'll see.
Yeah,
Guess he could stay on top, but he won't have much cover.
Yep.
He knows they're all there. They're all just ratting it up, dude.
Yep.
They're all sitting in a different closet in those houses.
Oh, and the gas is moving to you. This is huge. So he's immediately running to get ready to gas play this. Get as close to the next moving circle as he can. Yep. And he knows that all three were on heartbeat. They're all here. So you can just shit on them one by one.
Boom, there's one.
That guy. I don't know if you go for the thirst there, to be honest. Keeps it moving. Gas plays this.
I like this gas play, yep.
Huge, huge. You know they're going to be behind you.
He sees another guy.
Get on the top of this ridge. Perfect.
No cover,
yep.
Guy up.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, he died to gas.
And he died. The last guy died to gas or got killed by one of those dudes. And then wins the game. Fantastic. Right here, this gas play is huge. So kill this guy. Good. One thing I would say here, I don't finish that. I simply refuse. Because if there's someone like right here that comes out with an AMAX and starts gunning you, instead of having to replate, you're going to have to replate and reload. This guy that's down is fucking dead. There's no chance he's going to survive. Gas is already moving. And even if he does survive, he's going to be so fucking weak that by the time he's like remotely close to the new circle, you're already going to be there, fully plated, reloaded, pre-aiming it. This is a disastrous waste of ammo, especially because your other weapon is an SPR. So if you had like an SMG as your secondary, then maybe you finish this. Because then you can at least like quickly switch to your SMG to kill some other rat who might come out.
Okay. I don't think it's even that like he shouldn't have finished. I feel like it's just when he downed him, he should have immediately started to reload, glanced around, tried to find the other guy. If he didn't see anything within like a couple seconds, then finish that guy. Because no, for how slow that circle's moving, I think if that guy self-reses, he easily gets out of the gas, actually. So I think you have to finish him. I just don't know I would have done it at that exact time.
Or I could have maybe tried to thermite him, like just try to hit him with a thermite just to keep while he's down. I didn't think about that until I just saw the two thermites sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had two thermites either. Those are great for when people are down. Yeah.
Tanner's play definitely works here too, but like Chris is literally on the edge of the gas right now. If you look at the mini map.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm saying I think I would have stopped shooting. Right here, I would have reloaded as I started moving more towards the zone. And that's what I meant. So you start moving more towards the circle, glance around for a second while you're reloading. If you don't see anyone immediately, aim back on him, finish him real quick. And then you'll have still more ammo than what you have right now. And you can start looking for the other guy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a great play too. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's one statement I want to make. You get it. Reload instant. That's good.
He still kind of did that. He just reloaded after. Yeah, exactly.
Still looking at that area, so that's good. And then again, he chooses to go behind the cover.
Yeah.
Just in case there's some dude to the left, because there will be. All the people are to his left right now. He knows.
He actually could have easily gotten killed there, honestly, if he didn't make that gas play.
That's
because
true,
if
too.
you're not in the gas, you're way more visible. He doesn't have that as cover. He's low on plates. So I think that is a really smart move to make that gas play.
Yep. Get ahead of everyone, and then you can just aim behind you because you know where they're coming from. And then
I was trying to get my gas mask on, so in case I did have to engage somebody, my mask was already on, and I was done.
Yeah, that's true too. And then this is the perfect. I mean, this spot is free. I mean, this is obviously the place to go after the rotation. It's barely on the edge of the next circle. It's an elevated position. Everyone coming from the old one is just exposed as fuck.
And he had them all in heartbeat.
So you correctly go here, and you just this is just the freest kills you've ever seen. Yeah, and there it is. And then nice first place.
Cool. Thanks for showing us the main menu.
So we see the main menu. Got it. So Tanner, what are your thoughts on this gameplay?
Overall, I think he had good positioning most of the time. Yeah, he had good positioning. He made smart little plays like that dead silence going into that house, like we said.
Yep.
That was a smart play because honestly, like, I think I even said that when that came up, that's probably the last house he's going to go into. And it was, of course.
Yep.
So that's smart. You may as well use it. You could have got rid of the thermites at a point, like when the gas started to move. I don't really think of that either. But if you actually try to think about those things, when the gas started to move, you could have thrown like 2 thermites at that house where that guy jumped out of the top. You could have tossed a thermite. You can throw them so far. That's what's great about thermites too, is they come out of your hands so fast compared to a Semtex. They're just gone. Like you press the button and they're gone. They're in that window.
Yeah.
So it's like you can do that to kind of just try to cut them off even. If it doesn't do much damage, you'll get like a hit marker notification. You'll know like, okay, somebody's there right to see that thermite if you're still moving. I really like that gas play at the end. Yeah, you just held good positioning. You didn't peek the same angle when you started getting shot at after you killed the first guy. That second gunfight you got into. Yeah, you didn't just run back, played up, and then peek again. He ran back, played it up, peeked for a second, didn't see the guy really, ran back, got into more cover, and then just went a different direction. And obviously that guy ended up dying from somebody, right? He didn't kill that guy, did he? No, he didn't.
I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, that guy got killed by someone else, or he was one of those at the end. He probably got killed by one of the guys in the house. But so yeah, that was a good play there to get in cover and played up, which we've been saying during these gameplay breakdowns. Is it so tempting to just peek again? Because you're like, dude, I have a sniper. He's just going to peek his head in the same spot again above the rock, and I'll one-tap him. And then he does that, but he peeks 1 foot to the left. You miss your shot. He headshots you. You're dead. So that's really smart to get out of there and get in cover and played up, and just get the positioning advantage.
Yeah, I was really trying to just keep that guy from rotating into me, because that was the one guy that I was scared about, was that guy on the left that could rotate up back behind me. And so I wanted to make sure I held him so that he couldn't rotate into me as I was pushing towards Array where I knew the other guys were.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I would say on the pros side, on the con side, your choice of loadout the entire time for the 10 minutes I was mad at the loadout. I don't like it. I know Tanner likes it. I don't. VLK AMAX should not be your close range weapon under any circumstances ever, nor should a single Psychov, even if it's pre-nerf. I don't care. It's not good enough. You had access to an Iron Sight M4, which has a very fast fire rate. This is infinitely better up close than a fucking Psychov, a single Psychov. I don't care what you tell me. Number one. Even the thought to have a sniper with an AMAX VLK, especially a fucking Tundra, at the beginning, if that optic had been good, you might have used it. That makes me furious. Now, it wouldn't have mattered because you didn't really rely on the sniper at all. But still, your VLK AR, in my view, should be your longest range gun in your inventory. If you have a sniper and you want to use an AR, fine. Shouldn't have a VLK on it. And it certainly shouldn't be an AMAX, by the way. If you had like a RAM has a way faster fire rate. That's going to do a lot better up close, even if it does have the VLK. So don't like that. Getting Ghost off the rip, I think, was probably good. Avoiding the the buy at TV, probably good. On the rotates toward the beginning of this clip, definitely could have checked your sides more. Like, especially that first rotate from below TV to that ridge line. You did not check your left nearly enough, in my opinion. And if someone had been there, you would have absolutely been fucked.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then we went up the ridge line. Checking favorite, very good. No problem with the rotate once you're really from the ridge line to like more into the circle. You checked favorite. You were looking at favorite. That was good. Let's see. Then there was that dude to your left, and you pinged that spot when you open your map to remind yourself that's roughly where that guy's rotating from. And then that paid off because you knew someone was there. He got shots on first, but you like knew he was there, so you were kind of expecting it, and you survived. I agree with Tanner. Re-challenging that in that case was unnecessary, and then he died anyway, so that was a conducive way to win the game. Homework assignment: change your map behavior to toggle rather than hold, so you can move. Don't open, especially in solos. Do not open your map if you're just standing still, especially without a self.
Don't even stand still in solos, honestly.
Yeah, actually. Like Tanner said, you're just absolutely fucked if someone's sniping. Especially late game, because by the time there's 16 players left, if someone is sniping, they're going to be competent with a sniper. Or cheating. Yeah. Either way, they're going to headshot you if you're standing still. So don't do that. What else? Got there, pinged that. That was good. And then before that, actually, when you'd gotten to the buy station, buying a self-res was crucial. That was good. UAV versus precision, it's kind of fine. You didn't have a sniper at the time. I like the UAV. And then the rotates from there, like where you didn't shoot the guy, excellent decision. He's weak. He's in a gunfight. He doesn't see you. You don't need to shoot him and tell everyone else where you are. So that was a very good play. And then that guy got the kill. He was one shot. You cleaned it up. No problem. Fine. Because you have to shoot him at that point or else he'll see you and shoot you first. Or shoot you. So that was good. Then when you rotated from there to the radio tower, you went out of your way to go behind cover. Awesome. You did it again, going from there to make the gas play to final circle, got on the ridge, and it was a great play. So overall, biggest strength, rotations. Check a little more, but other than that, the rotations were very good. Especially, again, going out of your way to be behind cover and expose yourself to as few angles as possible. Biggest weakness was your absolutely abysmal choice of loadouts. I still simply can't believe you and Tanner have conspired to tell me that a fucking Psychov's better than an Ironside M4. I mean, it's just, it makes me irate.
You pissed, little guy?
I'm pissed, yes. So
cool.
By the way, do you have a Ghost loadout that is SMG only?
I do, actually.
Why did you not get that on that last loadout you picked up?
I liked the SPR. I thought I was gonna fight. I knew I was gonna fight the guy on the left from range, and I like sniping in solos because if I get a headshot, they're down and dead instantly. So I like that. I knew that the last house that I was gonna go into was the one that I saw, and so I knew that I was going to be looking at range or looking around corners from I already knew I was rotating that whole top circle, that the ridge and all those other things. So I liked shooting down at people potentially with that. So that was my thinking. I had a long fight ahead of me, and then I might be fighting at range or from position where I'd be looking for quick headshots from the ridges.
Okay, yeah. So my problem with that isn't the sniper itself. I think all of what you said is true and is like a good reason to use a sniper. But again, if you're using an AMAX, that's when I'm like, that simply isn't worth it at that point.
Yeah.
Because if someone surprised you, like the kill you got up close, the one kill you got inside of 15 meters, you surprised that guy. He didn't surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
If it had been the other way around and you had an AMAX or a Psychov or an SPR, you're dead so fast your head would spin.
Well, a Psychov, he would have won.
Cap. Stop the cap.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
I'm pressed. I'm pressed. Stop the cap. So that's why, I wouldn't have gone with the sniper for that reason alone. But if you had like a, if you had picked up the fucking M4, then you could have gotten the SPR, and I would have been like, this is perfect. You have close, medium, and long.
Fair.
So
Fair.
those are my critiques. Tanner disagrees with me, so whatever. Take that opinion as you will.
Try both of them, see which one works better, right?
Well, you won, so it worked. But yeah. So
Yeah.
anyways, any thoughts? Hank Scorp or GamingBoomer84 change it?
I will say that I thinking back, I don't actually have the Psychov unlocked or purchased, so I think I picked that up off the ground because I have like a Strela as my secondary on that AMAX loadout. For some reason, I had
Strela's actually pretty smart for solos. I'm actually very
Bertha
surprised
rats,
nobody had a Bertha at the end there. Yeah, that's not a bad play at all.
So because you'll notice that at one of the points, like it said, "Congratulations, you've reached level 2."
I kept
I don't
seeing
have
that,
it unlocked. Yeah, so like I was leveling it up as I was playing, so that wasn't my go-to pistol or my loadout or anything like that. I just picked it up off the ground, but yeah, because I do run a Strela for Bertha pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And solos, but yeah, I appreciate it. The feedback. I think I would probably change, and I need to switch to a hollow sight on the AMAX or something of that nature, especially when I've got a smaller circle that I have to deal with versus a VLK.
I don't think so. I think if you're running an AMAX, you want a VLK on it. You just need a gun that just needs to be your longest range gun. Like I would never snipe with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
If you're gonna put a hollow on an AR, it's not an AMAX in my opinion.
Okay.
But
Ram 7 it is.
Ram
Noted.
7 M4.
Iceman Isaac, made a video about that. So Ram 7 is for sure the best.
End it all.
Hey.
Anything
You'll
else?
edit that out.
Yeah, we will. Anything else? GamingBoomer84. Any other thoughts?
No, I appreciate the time and the feedback. And if anybody else has feedback for me after watching it, the folks that are still in here, I'm certainly receptive to that. Want to get better at the game. I'm obviously old. My eyes are old, and I only play out of one ear, right? So I can only hear audio out of one ear. So I mean, right? Like I try to make it as hard as I can for myself with my already age disadvantages. Yeah. So
you are dying, of course, just like Tanner and I. We're all dying. Where can the people find you? Twitch.tv. You can find me at /GamingBoomer84 if you want to drop me a follow. Super appreciated. I haven't streamed for a while, but I am an affiliate. So I'll be back at it later this week once my real life schedule. Now. Yeah, I'm back at work, and I've got a daughter that wakes up a couple times a night. So sleeping and playing late is a difficult.
Just leave her outside so she doesn't wake you up. Leave her in the backyard at night.
Right? Yeah, I think that
you could. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
she's a colicky little girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Gavin Newsom would shut down my Twitch stream and put me behind bars if I did that.
Oh, you'd be in Gitmo faster than you could blink. Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Well, thanks for the submission. This was a good one to cover. One of, I think, only 3 total Warzone submissions we covered. And I think only our second solos submission. So that was cool to watch. Good stuff. We appreciate the submission, and of course we appreciate the support. You got scammed by a host bot yesterday, which was for me both fun and exciting. For you, very unfortunate. So
that's right. And for my children, even more unfortunate.
For your children, it's perhaps the worst. Tanner's niece and nephew.
Man. Yeah.
That's fine. They'll figure it out. They hopefully they'll be industrious, unlike their uncle Tanner. So
or their father.
Well, so maybe they'll figure that out. So yeah, GamingBoomer84, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, dude.
Have a good one.
Later.
All right. So that was our gameplay breakdown of the old Gaming Boomer 84. Once again, if you guys want your gameplay broken the fuck down, patreon.com/the Dropshot. We do it every week for our Damascus patrons. Sign up, submit a gameplay clip for us to break down as we just did. You can choose to be in voice like Gaming Boomer 84 just was, or you can choose to not be in voice. That's fine too. We do plenty of those as well. But either way, it is a benefit we offer. So with that said, let us know your thoughts. Tanner and I had some disagreement, so if you guys want to weigh in,
Look, cause you're shit.
if you guys want to weigh in the comment section, you can do that. Say, was Tanner right or was Raz right? Now, let me be clear. I run the YouTube, and if you say Tanner was right, I'll delete your fucking comment.
Cool.
So if you want to waste...
DM me if you think I was right. Actually, that's what you should do.
You can do that, and I'll delete those if they're made public too. So you can comment that Tanner was correct, and then I'll delete it so you can waste your time. Or you can say I was correct, and then I will pin your comment. So
okay,
the choice is yours.
I'll hack the YouTube.
The choice is yours.
I'll figure it out,
dear viewer. So thank you, boys. Thank you, girls. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.